And good evening. Welcome to the second half of tonight's Section 6 AA quarterfinal soccer games. And for the second half here, or second game of the evening, the boys Minneapolis South Tigers ranked number 6 with a 5-8-2 record against the St. Louis Park Orioles ranked number 3 with a 10-4-1 record. A beautiful again night here this evening as we continue on after the girls game. This one we played under the lights, and as you can see the sun's setting and all that. Anyway, this is Ira Gerwitz along with Dale Tatarek and bring you tonight's game, and Dale's going to give you the starting lineups.
Okay, basically the announcer announced all players for a section game with the number 3 seeded Orioles versus the number 6 seeded Tigers. The teams are starting to go on the fields as the starting lineups are being announced. But here's the starting lineup for the Minneapolis South Tigers. In goal is number 1, Steven Cortez. We have number 5, Camilo Rudolph. Number 6, Mateo Perez. Number 7, Marshall Urban. Number 8, Joseph Bianca. Number 9, Nathan Kanga. Number 10, Brian Medell. Number 11, Philip Williams. Number 12, Fidel Diaz. Number 21, Abduwahab Hassan. And number 25, Connor Garber. And the head coach for Minneapolis South is Derek Johnson. And now for your St. Louis Park Orioles. Starting in goal, number 1, William Phelan. Number 9, Abati Dedefo. Number 10, Zinedine Cretin. Number 12, Alexander Peterson. Number 13, Antonio Olivos Reyes. Number 14, Isaac Kimmel. Number 15, Fabio Leyva. Number 18, Jacob Stillman. Number 19, Benjamin Klepfer. Number 22, Alex Ruiz Shimada. And number 26, Thomas Salamazadea. And here's the goal. With St. Louis Park kicking at this time. The head coach for the St. Louis Park Orioles is William Chato Alvaredo. And the game's in progress here. Currently Minneapolis South with the ball, moving down, and St. Louis Park defense. And a direct kick called right outside the box. We get a replay here, but it's opportunity for the Tigers coming up. They're going to walk back the 10 yards. The referee here, and like who's taking the kick for the Tigers? The goalie's got his a wall lined up, a 4-man wall. South is putting the man right in front of the wall. And here comes the kick, up and over. And St. Louis Park sets up for the goal kick. And there you can see the ball going wide, just wide. Phelan was diving for it as it was close. Hitter by South. Goes out. Teams are going to play hard here for these balls, and St. Louis Park's got the throw in. Shimada puts it in the second, but South picks up the ball. South center defender. The defense for South is passing it back to their goalie right now. Shimada trying to run down the goalie and takes a long kick. Looks like Dedefo heads it back into the center of the field. Back to the goalie again for South. Takes a long kick there. Leyva in the center, passing. St. Louis Park pushes back. Leyva gets it back again. Dribbling in the center. Looks like pass back to Klepper. And he goes down, kind of no call. You can hear the fans expecting something. Obviously, a body-to-body game, close contact. Park lifts it over. And the call. South getting the kick at about the 31-yard line on the football lines. Goalie's coming up to take the kick. He takes a deep, long kick. Dedefo heads it up. South well, trying to control it. Couldn't quite pull the ball there, but Park able to get it out of there. Dedefo was running it down there. South with the throw. Down, going towards the line, going. Crosses the end line, and it's a goal kick. St. Louis Park's getting some good movement towards it. Good pass down there. Leva running it down. Keeps it inside. Goes to the line. Good job. Oh, and it's in the box area. Crossing. South gets in the way. Nice play for St. Louis Park to get the ball close to the area. Okay, Kimmel moving it down. Okay, Kimmel's got some control. He's going to go down. He should be able to get a good cross out of it. South steps in there. Kimmel's fighting for it. South gets it out. Okay, South with the throw with as the ball went out there. About midfield here. Oh, he's having to move back. The referee's watching where, he's doing the throw from. Throws in. St. Louis Park stepped in front of it to gain the ball, but it went out, so that was off on Klepper. South with the ball. Got a turn and move here. St. Louis Park double teamed him, got the ball back. Oh, but South ran through and got tripped. It's going to be a South direct kick, about 50 yards out from the goal. Yeah, definite kick. There was the replay. Okay, lining up. About 6 minutes into the game here. And here comes a kick, long kick right towards the goal. And punches it out. Phelan punches it out, and South is there trying to set up for a kick, but defense really pushing hard. Stillman was able to get that ball out of there. Well, so far, South has a slight edge in possession in the deep Park territory here. But St. Louis Park has the ball, controlling right now. But then South is getting it back. South crosses in the center. They've got some room. And there's another direct kick awarded to South. A foul on St. Louis Park. And there, that may be it right there. So the ball's on the 19 football line, which would be the 29 yards from goal. Got two players standing in the potential kicking position. St. Louis Park has had a wall of four players. The ball went wide to the right this time. Again, Phelan's making a dive. He's made a multiple dives so far in this game. It's wide balls. Kick to the midfield. Header from South. St. Louis Park gets it, but South gets it back. Good move. Good. And a good through ball. Park was able to stop that through ball, get it back, control. And South made a miss. Oh, Park thought it was off the South player, but the referee called it against St. Louis Park for that throw-in. The South defender moves up, kicks it into the box. Phelan will grab it. Phelan's pointing to his players to, get in position, move out. I think he's going to take a longer kick here, and he does. About a 60-yard kick. He almost went through the defense. It gave an opportunity. Looks like it's going out. St. Louis Park throw-in. Peterson took the throw down the line. Shimada went down. Looks like St. Louis Park's gonna get a direct kick. About 25 yards out at an angle here towards the goal. It's an opportunity for St. Louis Park to put a good cross in and the team to attack, and that's what he's doing. The South was able to get their head on it, get it out into safety for them, but it goes out on the other side of the field, and St. Louis Park gets a throw in here. It's like
6, Cole Beaton, and 11, Nick Riley are now in the game for St. Louis Park.
Okay, Dale, I'm ready to join you again here.
Okay, sounds good. You've got all your administration done. Well, we had two substitutions just came in. Number 6, Nicholas Beaton. Number 11, Nicholas Riley. A couple of dynamic players ready to go here. Well, Ira, we're 10 minutes into the game. No score. A couple of shots by the South that went wide. Phelan had to make some, diving to protect the goal for both of those. Otherwise, the game right now is down in South territory, but South moving up. The game is one of those games that changes very quickly for control. Obviously, South taking another shot, but high.
Listening to you as I was doing my paperwork for the high school league, it sounded like it was South pretty much in control here the first 10 minutes.
I think St. Louis Park is getting settled in here. The girls' game right before this was a little different with the St. Louis Park girls scoring in the first 5 minutes of each half, kind of setting the tone here. This game is a little bit different. South is taking shots, and there's been a few fouls here. This was a foul against South here. St. Louis Park get a direct kick about 50 yards out from goal. And obviously the kicks we've seen, they can kick a 50-yard goal here, so we'll see how he takes this one. I think he's going to take the long kick where everybody's down on the 18 lined up there. And the kick, it's up and over towards goal, getting down. Whoa.
Whoa.
The goalie was going for it, lost it. Whoa, kind of some high swing kicks, but...
yeah, I thought maybe there'd be a foul called on that high kick.
Yeah.
Referee let him play.
Looks like this is the same center referee for the girls' game.
That's what I was just looking on the monitor, and I thought, and that's unusual, but...
Yeah, I thought maybe Ron would be the center referee, but they've made a decision to do 2 in a row.
Maybe Ron's got a slight injury, unless it was the AR that was on this side of the field that...
No, it's the same AR on this side that was on this side before.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason is. I'll have to check that out when I talk to the referee assigner for scheduling the semifinal games.
Yeah, could have just been an internal decision by the referees and how they wanted to do it.
I should have brought my printout ahead of all the referee assignments, but...
Okay, well, St. Louis Park doing some good passing here in control. tried to move that one forward. South blocked it, but then St. Louis Park was able to kick it down. Header by South. There's another where St. Louis Park was waiting for that ball, and South stepped in front of him. And St. Louis Park kicked it back. The goalie can't touch it with his hands. Kicks it out. Reyes with it. DeDefo takes a big, long kick. Coming back, a header. Obviously, these evening games don't have the same sunlight parameters that the girls' game had earlier.
No, that's for sure.
Whoa, St. Louis Park player goes down. He was trying to go through two South players, so no call. Oh, there, St. Louis Park almost was able to steal that ball, but the South player was able to hold it tight. And I think he tried to dribble it past too many players and couldn't get through. DeDefo taking it down, so. And here's a sprint from the South player, but St. Louis Park's able to kick it out. Kick it backfield a bit when he was kicking it out to keep the throw in from being too deep in their territory. South launching one over into the box area. Both players kind of missed it. Another high kick. South player sets it forward, goes out. Okay, St. Louis Park throw in. Taking the throw is Reyes. Substitutions coming onto the field right now.
Number 8, Josh Alper. 17, Randy Allen. Number change in the program. Listed as 24, but wearing number 21, Samson Diamond. For all in the game for St. Louis Park.
Okay. We had 3 substitutions come in for St. Louis Park. Number 8, Joshua Helper. Number 17, Randy Malaya. And then number 21, Samson Diamond. I wait for the announcer there because he's listed on the program as number 24. St. Louis Park with a little bit of substitution in here. 15 minutes have gone by, 25 minutes left of this first half. Park kicks it up to midfield. Going to be South throw. Yeah, deep throw. St. Louis Park grabs the ball, but a lot of these passes, one of the defenders is usually getting in the way here for both teams. Some good turn and moves there from number 10, Brian Medell from South. The St. Louis Park's throw on the far side of the field, right in front of the St. Louis Park bench. He throws it out to Riley. Big kick, but right there, South player right in front of him. Ball bounces into the stands. Here comes another throw taken by number 12, Peterson. Oh, South heads it up in front of them. 2 players there. Player on the back.
Nice little tap away there.
Oh, and a good pass in there and a turn and towards the goal. Another dive for Phelan.
And a look at it right here on replay.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been going in the goal or not. It would have been out, but still, a good diving stop.
I should mention here that St. Louis Park coach and assistant coach both received Coach of the Year awards for Class 6AA Section 6 soccer. That's Chado Alvarado and Pat Hartman. So they did receive that vote at the seed meeting this past weekend. So they both received plaques from the Minnesota State High School Soccer Coaches Association.
Oh, that's a great award. Chado's been a head coach here for a long time and has done a consistent job over all these years.
And Pat's been an assistant coach for several years as well. So, and Minneapolis South coach, this is his first year as the head coach of the squad. They're playing quite well here this evening.
Yeah, they're up for this game. You can tell that. Oh, a long throw and a cross here, kind of a kickback by St. Louis Park, but they were able to. South was able to take advantage of kind of that kick. They're getting in there towards the goal, cross, and right at the goal, saved by Phelan.
That was nice ball work there by.
Here comes the replay.
South.
Look at this. Here comes the cross. Right there, center, but right there to Phelan. So Phelan's done a good job keeping them in. You're right, South is up for this game. Being the lower seed doesn't mean anything here right now. They're up for it. South heads it. Looks like the Defoe was on his back a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to break through a couple players, but seems like South is playing with a couple players close to each other. So when one loses the ball, another one's right there to get it. And South moving through. Good movement. Cross it over.
They seem to be one step faster to the ball than the Orioles.
As of right now, yes, that's. They look, and those were the 50-50 type balls. They've been taking them.
Yep.
I have to look at my program close here for Diamond. He was number 21. Not. I got that written down now. South. He's taking a long throw. St. Louis Park's able to get in front of that with Peterson heading it. It goes out. South moving up.
Almost halfway through this first half.
So Urban takes a long throw. South being very aggressive and kicking a long clinic right at the goal. South had 3 offensive players right in front of the box, and St. Louis Park, it was like a 3-on-3 with that ball coming in.
So, fortunately, we got the head on that one, or there was a player wide open in front. Oh, whoa. Another one just over the crossbar.
I mean, basically, right now, the play goes to South. Definitely, here's the replay for that kick. They're taking a long kick here, and here it is, right over goal. Right between the
two
goal
crossbars, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another look at it right there.
Wow, right in between them. A long kick right to midfield. Yeah, so we had substitutions just announced. Number 14, Kimmel back in the game. Number 15, Leva back in the game. Number 19, Klepper back in the game. And number 22, Shimada in the game. So some of the starter players that went out are back in the game. Maybe a little bit of rest, or maybe a little bit of, Chado saying, hey, this is what I see in your first few minutes here. So
make some adjustments.
Yep. So we'll see if that the game changes up here a little bit. So the South a good pullback shot, and but Leva playing strong. He was playing strong early in the game, but bouncing in front and out. Corner kick. Here it is again. Bouncing in front of the goal. Must have went off the goalie, because it looked like it went off the South player, but then he started pointing towards the corner. So South setting up for this corner kick. Looks like Branca taking it. Puts it up in front of goal. Heads out by St. Louis Park. St. Louis Park's got some room to move. The South player jumping on him fast. Good pass up. Good movement. Leva, he couldn't quite get to it. Long kick by South into the box.
Needed to have a little more pace on that ball played to the outside there.
And Leva bounces it up. Number 22, Shimada passes it down. And South just kicks it out. So St. Louis Park gets a throw in, take by Schubel up here close to the box. Puts it in the center. And a quick spin and turn, and Leyva running it down to the side. Thought he was going to be able to get a good cross there. Schubel across again at the top of the box area.
Can't get turned on it, though.
No, too many. The defense was just too tight on him. Leyva back out to Schubel. South gets it back.
Yeah, they tried to do a give and go, and it was intercepted. They read it well.
Boy, South was running in there hard. A penalty there. A foul, I mean. St. Louis Park setting up for a direct kick here. Nice long kick setting up here. Oh, St. Louis Park gets it on the outside. Looks like we're getting ready to get a good cross here. Kimmel with the ball. Oh, there's the cross. Off Leyva of his head. Goalie picks it up.
Band on it there.
Well, yeah, and the South is running fast. All the defense can do is kick it out. So that's what Salma's did. Kick it out. South is throw. Oh, good, some good passing. Tried a kind of a fancy backward pass, and it went right to the St. Louis Park player. He's kicking it downfield. The goalie is way out. If we could get a hold of it, we could just loft him. Okay, Leyva's crossing it.
There's a man wide on the right. He looked there, but he couldn't pass it because the passing lane was cut off.
Throw in South. Drops it back to his defender, who takes a long kick. St. Louis Park's Orioles defense right there. Leyva is to him with the South player stepped in front. South player moving fast down. It's got some room, but he probably went too far. Should have passed it off. DeDefoe's moving it up. So St. Louis Park's, they're on the move now. Oh, he thought he could get around the South player. Oop, foul by St. Louis Park.
A little different physical play in the boys' game versus the girls here.
Oh, definitely. And I'll tell you, these seedings, you can't take anything for granted. I'll tell you, I guess we saw that the other night here with our men's national team.
That's why you have to play the game.
And it goes out. St. Louis Park goal kick. Stop the clock. He's stopping up for a shoe tie.
Oh, yes.
I guess that can be a safety thing, right?
Yes, definitely.
Gives the referee a little bit of time to get downfield while he's tying his shoe. And blows the whistle, started back up, and we're off. The goal kick, kind of a head back to, and Leyva's taking it down, pushing to the outside. St. Louis Parks. Oh, I thought he had some running room down, but he's trying to break in and kind of misstep there. I see some physical play here.
How he got through there, I don't know.
Yeah, just. I think the referees seeing how they're going a little bit. Some wild play, Leyva there going down, expecting to get the ball back to him. Okay, the pass outside here. Okay, Schubel with it, trying to. He passes it back to Klepfer. Klepfer cross. Ball into goal, and goalie just lets it go out. Gets set up for a goal kick here.
Keeper with a long goal kick. Man, breaking on the right.
Yeah,
again.
good pass up. Tried to,
There it is.
there it is. He's getting. It's a cross.
Oh, nice clearing header there.
Got some room here, pushing it, but St. Louis Park steps in front. St. Paul's going out into the bleachers. Okay, St. Louis Park with the throw. Puts it in the center there. But South has it, passing it up. Whoa, that was a good push there. You saw a definite foul there.
It was a good, solid shoulder charge. I don't know. Let me see it again there. No.
Yeah, the arm did kind of come up there. I don't know, the ref had a different angle than we had on that.
Yeah, that was a questionable shoulder charge, but
yeah.
I think I would have let it play go on, but then again, as physical as it's been here, maybe he's just trying to keep control of the match.
Yeah, you don't want anything to get too hard here. Well, DeDefo kicks it out. South throw, deep in St. Louis Park territory. Number 7, Urban taking the throw. South is doing a substitution at this time. Yeah, South has not substituted as much as St. Louis Park. I think they know they got to keep their strength on the field.
There's a good ball played ahead, but nice defensive play again. Orioles win it back.
So for South, just announced in for the game is number 16, Luis Grimm.
Corner kick coming out is reflection of that shot. Here's another look at it. And you can see the spin all of a sudden changed on the ball.
Okay, taking the corner is Creighton. It's up in front of the goal. South player got a head on it, defender.
That was a great ball. It was curving back in towards the goal.
A good pass for St. Louis Park, back into the DeDefo, and then back to Selma Zeta. Oh, good long kick. Park can, looks like they'll get another corner out of this one.
Under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. 0-0 the score.
Okay, lined up for the corner. Number 10 has taken the corner, Creighton. He put it out a little bit further, and this way maybe Park is getting it where, oh, nice move to the outside, pushing it in. They got some room to run.
Oh.
Looked like the goalie was coming out for it, but was a little bit tentative, and the 2 Park players were attacking on him, and
But they shot it wide.
yep. Goal kick, midfield. Park gets their head on it. Ball goes out. South is setting up for the throw. And St. Louis Park takes that throw. Oh, good move. Pass up by Stillman, and South gets it and gets it back. Dedefo's got it. He's got some room. A little bit of room. Oh, Dedefo passed it in front of himself a little bit too much. He couldn't control it. South got the ball and moved down and almost crossed it in front of that speedy attacker there.
South is doing a great job moving the ball around, getting ball through, and chances for scores. So it's something that the Orioles haven't done a lot of here in this first half.
Phelan kicked it out. South headed it back, and St. Louis Park defense has it. But South is putting like 2 players on a player and getting it. And when it bounces off one of their players, they got another one getting it. Look at good passes. They know where they're coming. They know where the and they've got to move here. And he's crossing it. St. Louis Park's right there with good defense, but you're right. South is making some good moves here and opportunities.
And you said it. They know where their target players are. So when they've got possession, they know where to play it without even having to turn and look. They know their players are going to be there.
Looks like we've got about, St. Louis Park has about 7 or 8 substitutes coming in right now. South had 1 substitute, so there is a difference in the substitution strategy here.
Park's getting tired and having to chase all the South players.
Yeah, or South is just keeping their top line in there. And we'll see how that works out towards the second half coming up here. Obviously, we got another 6 minutes and 45 seconds here before that. Well, it's in box, rolls out. Goal kick for South. Letting the players get out there a little bit. Substitution here.
Number 3, Sam Kendrick, enters the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, just announced for the Minneapolis South Tigers, number 3, Sam Kendrick is in the game. Okay, foul on South. St. Louis Park with the kick. 55 yards out from goal. But he's lined up on the 18, so taking a kick right over the 18. Off the head of a South player. Oh, and he keeps it in. And South keeps the ball alive. St. Louis Park's there to recover it. Shooting across in front of goal. South pushing it downfield. DeDefoe's trying to run him down. Salamazeda trying to run him down. Ball goes out. Okay, South throw in. South with the ball. Trying to make a turn. He does. And Park is there in front. Kicks it out. Okay, South throw. So St. Louis Park able to get ahead on it, push it up. Park, South in the way, bounces back. South players try to push it through. St. Louis Park, good defense. Oh, DeDefoe just kind of breaking through the line. So, motioning for his player to move it downfield. Open player there. Melee. Ball goes out on South. St. Louis Park's getting a throw. DeDefoe coming up, taking a throw. Nice long throw. Out to Melee. Fighting for the ball there over each other. I think there's a call on that. South getting the throw in or a call? It's a throw. Ball is out. Throws it back. Long kick. They do those. Throw the ball back. Set up for a long kick. Off of DeDefoe.
Sorry, I had to take that phone call. The referee assigner was telling me that the website for the high school league is goofed up with the seeds. It's got the right teams, and I noticed that as I was entering it before, that it wasn't putting the proper teams in, so it wasn't putting the proper seed number in as well. So I'll have to fix that this evening.
Okay. Well, 3 minutes left of this game here, and it's 0-0, tight. or 3 minutes left of the half.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Otherwise,
Try to
we're
move
going
on
to
real quick.
overtime.
No. It's back and forth here. It's kind of back and forth far across the field from us. It's hard to identify exactly, but there's South trying to take a kick. There's a St. Louis Park there with players from each team doing a good job of stepping in front, not letting them do consistently, strong passes to move the ball down the field. South player moves it down and has a player running down the sideline. And St. Louis Park just was Salazeda kicking it off the South player to get the earn the throw in. Nice strong throw. He tries to set the ball up for a kick. South was there. St. Louis Park battled for it, kicks it up. The South player there to take control of it, push the ball down the sideline. And they tried to cross it with St. Louis Park blocking. South a good header up, and then a kick back. Kind of a little bit of back and forth right now. Both teams trying to play each other out. Schubel attacking there. Looks like, he got control. Couldn't quite get it settled there for Mayela. Well, South taking a crossing or taking a shot there, but Dedefo was right in the way. Protected the ball. They moved it upfield. St. Louis Park, he's got some room, it looks like.
But way too far ahead.
Yeah, Melee couldn't keep up with that one. South getting ready for the kick. Coming down already, but the 1 minute left here this first half. Oh, bouncing ball coming down, passes the defense.
1 minute.
Bounce past two of them.
I'll try to break through, but both teams are good at putting a player in front of where the pass is going to. There's some
card or a foul call for grabbing the player.
Yep. Well, with seconds to go, 30 seconds, South is setting up for a kick. Players are moving well downfield. Goalie's going to take the kick. I think they're going to set this up to be the last play of the game pretty much with 20 seconds left. Here's the kick, long kick towards goal.
Keeper calls it as the defender lets it go over him.
Yeah, 11, 12 seconds left. And high kick from Phelan, right at the center of the field. 3 seconds. And there's the half.
Well, eventful but scoreless first half.
Exactly.
I think one of the keys, as you mentioned, is that South is basically double teaming St. Louis Park whenever they have possession of the ball. And so I believe Chado's going to have to come up with some more creativity for the players to be able to move around all that and try to get some offense going, because obviously they haven't had much.
That's right. The goalie from St. Louis Parks had to make some dives, had to make some key stops, much more than the South goalie. And St. Louis Park's doing a lot more substituting, so maybe they'll be a little bit more rested for the second half. South, I don't know if they're just keeping their best players on the field or what, but they've done substituting, but not as much as St. Louis Park. So we'll have to see how the second half comes out.
Yeah, could end up where that move of saving or subbing for St. Louis Park may have fresher legs in the second half than South with very few substitutions, but that remains to be seen. Again, the creativity is going to be the key here in the second half by the Orioles if they want to get some scoring chances, and South just basically needs to do exactly what they're doing because they are getting those scoring chances.
Yeah, and like you said, they put 2 players on a Park player. If it bounces off one, the other one's there. Just those kind of things to get the ball.
Yep, and so lots of pressure, high pressure. Orioles have to find a way to beat it. Well, that's where we stand, 0-0 at the half. And we'll be back with the second half of this Section 6AA quarterfinal boys soccer match after these messages.
You're always trying to keep your kids safe, right? What about preventing concussion? Concussion can happen anywhere, on a sports field, at the park, even at home. So you need to know the ABCs. Assess the situation, be alert for signs and symptoms, and contact a healthcare professional. Most kids recover completely, but seek care to help them get better faster. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. Keep kids safe. It's as simple as ABC.
And welcome back to St. Louis Park High School Stadium for tonight's second half of the Section 6AA quarterfinal boys soccer match between the number 6 seed Minneapolis South and the number 3 seed St. Louis Park Orioles. 0-0 the score. This is Ira Gerwitz along with Dale Teterick bringing you tonight's match, and we're just about ready to be underway here with the second half.
It's like Minneapolis South is ready to kick off. They got the ball. They're waiting for the whistle here. You see the referee's checking with his 2 ARs, make sure they cook their clocks. And boy, St. Louis Park is across the field before the kick. Reset, and South is passing it back. St. Louis Park is coming out with some urgency. That's running down to attack the ball there. Good pass up, melee pass back. Putting some pressure on. A little urgency more than maybe earlier. They were kind of working through, but it's a lot of fast movement here right off. And St. Louis Park's getting the ball back. The South is staying tough in there. This is going to be a tough game. They're showing some aggressiveness too, some good passing. They've got players to play off of, and they're moving. They looked like he was trying to take a shot through. St. Louis Park in the way there. The ball goes out. Corner kick. So South taking the corner, setting up. And here's the kick. Up into the box area. A header with South player heads it out. Goal kick. Here's the kick, center field, cross center field. South heads it to, they're able to work the ball through, pass it to the outside. South has got some running move. St. Louis Park's got a player rushing up on him. South plays it outside. St. Louis Park has a couple players. They're trying to do some double teaming that South did on them before, and they're holding it back. They're good aggressiveness. Good steal of the ball for St. Louis Park, but he wasn't able to keep his balance on that. That was a good move there. And St. Louis Park steps in front, kicks it out, and another corner kick on the opposite side. And running down to take a kick for Minneapolis South. It's like number 6, Perez. Going to take the kick, and it's up low in front of the goal. St. Louis Park is able to push it out. South with a strong kick back. DeDefo with it, trying to kick it out of there. A South player right there kicks it to the goalie. Phelan, great grab. Looking downfield. I think he wants everybody to get down a little bit so he can take a longer kick. Good long kick, bouncing out. St. Louis Park trying to run it down. Good opportunity, try to get across here. Good movement, good control, pushing it up. Melee kicks it outside. They're getting a cross in there right into the box area. South player able to control it and push it up a little bit. St. Louis Park not able to maintain control, but DeDefo kicks it back. He gets up and reach in there. South maintaining possession. Some good. St. Louis Park able to run it down there with Klepfer. Puts in the center. They got the ball in the center. Looking where to pass it off to. Passes it outside to Creighton. Creighton, looked like he was trying to, almost had an opportunity with a player moving forward, but South was bunched up right in front of him. Oh, a long kick towards goal. South chooses to let it go out. Another ball set up for goal kick. Okay, players getting reset there. Goalie's kind of taking his time. There's the kick. Right at midfield. St. Louis Park able to get the header on it. South, the next header. St. Louis Park heads it up, but South player right there. I think some of those headers just need a little more accuracy or a player to be more open. But good. St. Louis Park works the ball through. It looks like a 2-on-1 with South, and they get it back. And St. Louis Park there to push it. Got some room. Kind of kicks it back a little bit. Creighton moving it down. It's down on the ground. Okay, here's a direct kick coming up for the foul. So like 30 yards out. Referee's counting off at 10 yards there to set the two-man wall for South. Okay, so here comes St. Louis Park is ready for the kick. Kick, keeps it low. Goes out, St. Louis Park ball. Far side of the field. Looking for the throw. Looks like he's thrown into the box area. Oh, and they're pushing inside. St. Louis. Well, it looked like they may have had an opportunity, but South player was right there in front of the goal to kick it out. Trying to kick a long kick back into the box area. DeDefo's going to put a header on it, but the South player out jumps him there. And it goes down. There's a call. Yeah, there was an arm push there you could see on the screen here. The locked heads. Oh yeah, you can see he's holding his head there. Here it comes. Oh yeah, head to head there. Yeah, that was a. You could see that. And nowadays when we're looking at watching for concussions and those things, safety is very, very important. The trainer coming out here and do the protocol with him. Make sure everything's set. So here's the bracket here with number 1 Wayzata playing number 9 Richfield. Number 4 Kennedy's playing number 5 Southwest tonight. And the game that you see right here, number 3 St. Louis Park against number 6 South. And they will play. The winner of this game will play the winner of number 2 Washburn versus number 7 Armstrong. Just before tonight's game, the girls played. The girls were a number 3 seed against Armstrong, and it ended up being a 3-2 game. So St. Louis Park, hoping for a good game tonight. Don't need things like having a player down like it is. He's getting walked off the field right now, walking under his own power. It's okay. He's put his hand on his head a little bit, so I think he's shaking up a little bit. But as we saw in that replay, head-to-head contact came in pretty hard. So just announced number 6, Nicholas Beaton, back into the game with DeDelfo going out. Everybody's getting ready. He's still walking off there. St. Louis Park will get a direct kick out of this, the foul that happened. And almost off the field, so a couple more seconds and we'll start the clock and start the game. And here we go. Long kick up towards the box. South heads it out. St. Louis Park will get a throw. They're getting deep into South territory. It's like substitution coming in for St. Louis Park. Number 19, Klepper's going out. Number 26, Salamzadeh coming in. And there's a throw. St. Louis Park gets it. Crosses back to the defense. Sets up. Got some room. South player on him, so he can't take too much time. Passes back. Taking it across the field and passing. Like he was trying to set up a player to cross, but South had a strong defense there to get it back. St. Louis Park running it down. Don't let it go out. Went out. Now it's South's throw in St. Louis Park territory. And there's the throw. St. Louis Park gets in front of it, kicks it back, but it goes to South. South maintaining possession. Turn move, use their defense, pass back, and pass it across. So South, number 5, Rudolph with it, but he passes up and St. Louis Park gets it. St. Louis Park's making a move and maintaining it. And, Beaton pushed it up. Okay, pushing it back to Creighton. Creighton crossing it into the goal area. Goalie grabs it up. Okay, the goalie kicks. Long kick. There's a call from the referee. South kick, 50 yards from goal. That may have been like a handball when the ball came down to him. Okay, South ready. Here's the kick. Kick towards goal. St. Louis Park heads it back out. Well, the South player is able to get through. They can't get through, 4 players. St. Louis Park gets it back, has some room. Okay, kicks it up. Oh. Good pass up, pass on the outside, so Leyva can take it down the side. Good move with Leyva. Okay, passing it inside. South has it to push up, but St. Louis Park's defense holds strong, pushes it outside, ball goes out. Okay, South throw. Looking. Goes to the inside. South kind of heads it out, but St. Louis Park's right there to get the ball to the middle of the field with Beaton into Leyva, Leyva into Croton. So they're getting some ball movement here. Down deep, we have an opportunity here, but there's too many South players for St. Louis Park to get through. They're getting their defense, getting the player ratio there so that St. Louis Park just can't get it through there. Got to be able to work this through. We'll keep working at it. Ball's up. South pushing it forward. Oh, a little battle for the ball there. Okay, Creighton's with it. Passing it to Leyva. South passes it, gets it through, passing it outside there. Yeah, that time Peterson was able to run up and break up the passing of South. Creighton's passing it outside. Leyva's taking it down, going down the side here. Trying to move into the goal more. But just 2-3 South players on them. Just can't get it through. Their defense just gets tight there. Okay, back out to St. Louis Park, and Schubel had it, passes it inside, goes down. Direct kick. Foul on South. It was that Beaton went down, and the referee's got it lined up. Looks like he's going to walk out the 10 yards here. So number 26, Solomon Zeta, gonna take this kick. Okay, we got it counted out. The referee will blow the whistle to get started. There's the whistle. Here comes the kick. Up towards goal. Over. Not too much power on that kick. Goal kick from the center of the box area. Goalie lines up. Goalie takes it, kicks. Ball's out to center field. St. Louis Park heads it back in. Oh, looked like he almost had a good through ball there. South got in the way. And this is a game of some good kicks, but the defensive players being able to step in. St. Louis Park get ready to take the throw here. Peterson taking the throw. Passes it across field to Schubel. Schubel's moving with it. Passes it back to Peterson. Peterson looking where to move it. He launches it high. Foul on St. Louis Park. Questioning St. Louis Park players questioning the ref. Long kick. Okay. So header there. So no, here's Malaya down. Cross into the center. South kicks it. Okay, South has some room. Some room to kick. The Park defender was right there, but it went right back to a South player. South is trying to kick a good, strong through ball. St. Louis Park's defense takes it. They've got some room to move up, but he's taking too much time, and South steps in and gets the ball. They got some room here, one-on-one. He's got a player on the outside, and great save by Phelan. Great jump down. One-on-one with South versus the St. Louis Park player. Here it is. It's crossing right down, and Phelan reaches out with one arm, pulls it in with both arms. Great save. Okay, St. Louis Park with the ball. Cross up to the center of the field. What was that?
Number 8, Halper, 11, Riley.
Well, sorry to leave you for so long here, Dale, but I'm back. I heard the flow has changed a bit here in the second half.
Yeah, we're 15 minutes into the second half here, 25 to go. It's still a 0-0 game.
Parkers look better this half.
They definitely do.
Scoreboard operator. Yes. 5:13. Please start the clock when the ball is in play. Not before the ball gets thrown in. When it's in play, please.
Got it. 25-13.
Clock's reset to 25-13. Yeah, although I don't know if you saw this last play, South did have a one-on-one on goal, and Phelan had to make a great save there.
Yes, I did see it as I was coming right back here. And on the way up, I ran into one of the former Park players. Actually, the coach that replaced me when I resigned from my head coaching job here, Joy Hyersvold, former player.
Oh, okay, great.
And her and her husband and daughter in the stands here. So. And she's the one who told me that Park has played much better the second half.
Well, they came out with urgency. You could tell right off the kickoff. They came out with a great sense of urgency.
Oh, looks like we're double teaming them now.
Yeah, Yeah, I think we've lessons learned, you know, just to. Well, we kept that one. Played a lot of times. Maybe it went out in the air. It didn't look like it hit the ground out. So.
No, I didn't believe it was out either, but bad angle up here.
Yeah. Kick, getting a high kick here.
Oh, missed the header trying to get it to the overlapping player on the outside.
Oh, there's some battles here with these players. It's a strong physical game. I mean, nobody's playing a dirty game or anything. They're just playing physical, playing hard. And now St. Louis Park with the foul. South lining up, but 44 yards straight on goal. Yeah, Phelan's out there telling them where to be, getting things lined up. Looks like he's got some good command presence down there in the goal. And St. Louis Park gets the header to get the ball to safety. And it's going out on St. Louis Park. South with the throw in deep in the St. Louis Park territory. There's the ball to the center. And South is able to control it, make some longer passes.
Oh. Unfortunately for St. Louis Park, that ball went right to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, those ricochets are something to watch out for in this game.
Yep. Nice trap there, lays it off nicely.
Yeah, that was Halper with that.
There's the overlapping line, we're going to be able to keep it in.
That was Riley running it down. He's running hard. And there's a battle player on player here. St. Louis Park able to move it up. Their defense is controlling it, using the whole field here. Okay, out to Kimmel right now. Knapp, they got a player, but it's called offsides.
Yep. By widening the field of play, they're using those players on the outside, changing fields, they get a chance to spread that defense so they can't double team them as easy.
Yeah, that replay almost looked like at the time of the ball was in the air while the player was moving offside. So watch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that other one. It's hard to say with that one.
Yeah.
He was out of view.
But, I mean, obviously the referees all know that it's the time of the kick and all that. So.
Right.
But it's something that you just got to watch close. Oh.
Tried to do a little fancy footwork there. If he would have just taken it outside, he would have had a better opportunity. But
good pushbacks. Well, yeah, South is being aggressive. Both teams are really being aggressive, though. It's a sense of urgency for both teams here.
That's good. That's good as long as it's clean.
Yep.
You know.
They try to take some shots, but both teams get their defensive back, and several shots that go into a defensive player here. So getting some substitutions ready. Looks like South may have a one-on-one. Kicks it off of the St. Louis Park player. Earns himself a corner kick.
A nice recovery by the defender.
So they're bringing on substitutions on this corner kick.
Number 3, Hendrick returns to the game for Tigers. Number 6,
Has Brandell played today?
No, I've been asked about him. I don't know what the story is on Brandell. He's a key player in the back. I don't know if there's an injury.
That's what I was wondering. I was thinking about that early in the first half and forgot to ask.
Boy, that was a long kick.
Reminder fans, the winner of this game advances
We
to
got
the
an injured
semifinals
player.
Saturday afternoon,
Well.
October 14th.
I think he ran up on the back of his heels there by accident. But
Yeah.
Minneapolis Washburn game. If Washburn wins, the game will be played at 3 o'clock in Minneapolis.
Well, here it is. Let's see the replay here. Ball's way down there, coming running. Yeah, it looks like he was going for the ball, and he just got clipped there.
Yep. And there was no foul called. It was just for the injury that the play was stopped.
Yep. I don't even know if he clipped him. He might have just been trying to turn or, yeah. Just running hard. They're all playing this game. Everybody's playing hard.
Yep.
Well, there's less than 20 minutes.
Number 2,
Oh,
Rico
trying to do that pass and just
first set.
throw in. St. Louis Park's there. Good. Yeah, Beaton's doing a good job of blocking it with his chest to come down to his feet.
Thought I heard a whistle. But
Yeah, I thought I did too. Looks like it's kept it in. Good. Well, the South player. Okay. St. Louis Park got the throw in there. Schubel throwing it down. South gets it right back there, and Salmazanen got a good header there. Keep it in their territory. That header by Schubel goes back, but ball comes back to him. He's got a little bit of room. Move it down the side. Oh, kind of a step back, but the South player pushes right through him. And there's just. I think this game's going to get a little more urgent as we go. Ball goes out on St. Louis Park. South throw, moving downfield. Throw they're in the goal box. And goal kick. 18 minutes left.
Number 18, Stillman, and 22, Luis Shimada are back in for St. Louis Park.
Okay, just announced coming back into the game. Number 18, Jacob Stillman, back in the game. Number 22, Alex Ruiz Shimada. St. Louis Park, the ball goes out. Okay, South the throw deep in St. Louis Park territory. Throws it into the box area. St. Louis Park turning and kicking. DeDefo kicks it out, saves that for St. Louis Park. South is trying to turn, but South player there, just kind of a slide tackle, kick the ball down. South with a header back. St. Louis Park throw in. South controlling the ball again here, making them move up. St. Louis Park, good trap, kick up. But 50-50 ball again, and South controls it. Oh. Okay, up Creighton, good battle for the ball. South's throw, throwing it into the center of the field. South heads it out, and St. Louis Park throw. Schubel puts it in there. Creighton's kind of doing a pullback there. Pass it back to Schubel. South is not giving them any room. Their defense is right on them. And a good push through by Schubel. Okay, South running it down. Oh, St. Louis Park stops, but the South player steps right in front of him. Oh, a good shot. St. Louis Park made a great shot there, and the South goalie made a great save there. Okay, nice long kick over halfway down the field. Riley's battling for it, but South maintains it. And they're kind of trying to kick a through ball through. St. Louis Park's defense, Schubel gets it out of there. Oh, good. Whoa.
Oh, there's a trip by the Orioles.
Okay, South's got a 40-yard direct kick, or 45. He just kind of taps it up forward. They get,
Nobody close.
trying to get him off guard in the Phelan.
He almost
Good
did.
shot.
Left him with plenty of room to take the shot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for South, it was right at the goalkeeper.
Long kick. It looks like going out on St. Louis Park. South's throw.
Substitutions coming in.
Number 7, Urban, returns to the game for the Tigers. Number 13, Olivos Reyes, and 15, Leyva, return to the game for the Orioles.
So just announced coming into the game, number 7, Marshall Urban for the South Tigers. And then into the game for St. Louis Park, number 13, Reyes, and number 15, Leyva. And South is making a move. He's got some running room going around the side here. St. Louis Park kicks it out. South throw deep in St. Louis Park territory. Kind of we're getting back there to get a little run on this throw here. And there it is, deep into the box. St. Louis Park able to kick it away from the goal. St. Louis Park kicks it out, and South has another throw in. South more controlling it, and it comes out, and he's trying to kick through ball into the box, but
Nice easy one for Phelan to pick up.
Phelan was a little bit of urgency. Get going, guys, and tell him to move down the field. Kicks it out, but South was there to control the ball. Well, St. Louis Park, there was some urgency with Shimada stepping in, trying to get the ball back to Dafo, but whoa, South is rushing in on him. You've got to. Oh, and a foul called.
Oh, against South, so it's going to be a St. Louis Park free kick.
The South player's got his hands out like, what, me? But okay, South kicking it back up.
Nice.
Oh, nice, yeah. Peterson moving down, and we've got a man on the outside here.
He had one running down the line, but he couldn't get it to him. Now they try to get it to him.
Well, they can keep it in. Oh, great save. Try to get across. That South does play good defense.
Yes, they do.
You know, trying to get through them, but there's just a wall there.
Offsides on the Oriole.
Here it is again.
There was no doubt about it. He was a good 2 yards offside.
Yep. Okay. Dadepo's up. The South player got the header. St. Louis Park. Well, Dadepo's got some running move, but you just can't. You can only go through so many players here.
Yep, that's the problem when you try to do it by yourself. You may beat one, you may beat two. Rarely do you beat the third one, and for sure not the fourth one.
St. Louis Park throw in here. You can't stand with it in this game. You get they're on you.
Yep, exactly.
You don't have too much time to look around. You got to know where they are.
Offside again, maybe.
No, goes out. Here it is.
Oh, he looked outside to me, but
yeah, South. Well, the Dafo's got hold. Maybe you get around them, but you're right. You only went so far. Tried to save it from going out.
coming up on the 10-minute mark remaining in regulation. 0-0 the score.
Okay, a nice header from St. Louis Park, but South was there to get it and gets through. got through Leyva. Leyva's battling for it. But unless something changes, unless there's some kind of break in this game, right now it looks like we got a tie going. There's a call.
Yeah, he grabbed him.
South gets a direct kick. 25 yards out.
This is a great opportunity for South.
Yeah, they got crossing kick there. Oh, couldn't control. Looks like it's
Going to be a
Going
throw-in. Yep.
St. Louis Park throw.
He's got to be careful with those fouls near the penalty area because that could create a big problem for them late in the game here with less than 9 minutes remaining in regulation. And again, I have to apologize to the viewers with all my throat clearing here. I apologized in the girls game, but not in the boys game here. Got a lot of allergies to grass and trees and so on. So again, I apologize for having to clear my throat so much.
Yeah, Minneapolis South with a couple substitutions. We got an airplane right above us here with a little bit of noise here. But St. Louis Park is getting some movement going down. If he can cross it just right, they've got a good strong run here on the outside. And
now they got a corner kick.
It was a number 11, Nicholas Riley, that had that opportunity, and then South kicked it out across the goal line, and here comes the corner kick. Okay, the fans are all standing, and here's the kick right for the box.
Whoa, deflected. Oh, and cleared off the line by the defender.
Well, St. Louis Park has it there. He's going down. Lays it up, tries for a head. Another crossing kick.
Another corner.
Another corner. Yeah, St. Louis Park's got an opportunity here.
The winner of this game will play the winner of Washburn versus Armstrong. That's also going on at this time.
South kicks it out right to Beaton, kicking it out the outside. Crossing it back in front of the goal. South heads it. The goalie grabs it. Long kick. Long, deep kick. Offsides.
Yep, I thought so. At first glance, I couldn't see the past the monitor here in the press box, but it looked like it based on what I was seeing on the screen.
Yeah, it looked like it to me too, the way he was running. He was over. Well, going to the goalie again, and it'll be another long kick. Oh, Dedefo blocks that kick, passes it up, and Creighton with it, crossing it. Tried to get to Leyva, but the South was able to get their head on it. Oh, they got some movement, got some room. Dedefo's fighting with it. And
came back and recovered nicely to break that up.
they're going back and forth here. Creighton to the outside, Leyva's with it. But South has got a guy there, and teams are playing strong defense. Obviously, 0-0 score is a very defensive game.
Under 6 minutes remaining in regulation.
Oh, right across the box.
Well, if he could have redirected that one, you never know what could have happened. There's another look at it right here.
Couldn't quite get on it. Another player was running it down, but that's right. Has to be in the right place at the right time type thing. Being able to put that in. But
just inches away from redirecting it.
okay, St. Louis Park's getting some pushes up. Whoa, okay. You know, they get some of these through balls, but there's usually a defender there to stop them.
Yeah, they're keeping their center back a little bit deeper than they were earlier.
You just can't afford a breakaway. And
Right, that would be a heartbreaker at this point in the game.
Well, less than 5 minutes. And Defo throws it down. Gets another throw here. Moving the ball down and going out.
Is back in for the Orioles.
Okay. Park heads it into the. Ooh.
Yep.
The foul was unbeaten there. Okay, here comes a direct kick to South. St. Louis Park able to head it to the side. South player to St. Louis Park player to South player. Okay, South may have some room down the side here. Crossing it into the center. South tried to put a head on it towards the goal and missed. The Defo's got some running room, but you can go so far. He has to watch where can he put it, but then it goes to the South player.
It's like who's going to make the first mistake that's
Yep.
going to cost the game here.
That's right, exactly. Ball goes out. St. Louis Park throw. And he's telling him to come back a little bit. They, switch the thrower here with just over 3 minutes to go. Here we go. Leiva's South maintains possession now. With 2 players on, the South players able to push through. South does have some ball control that they're showing here.
Yeah, they're very skilled.
It was he knew where he was passing it to, but you got players breaking in.
Yeah, he read it ahead of time.
Okay, South, I think he's going to take crossing shot, but the Defo's right there. These long shots aren't going to go in with the way these defenses are.
No, it's going to have to be a combination play, I think, in front of the goal. That's going to.
And off the head from South. Looks like it's going out on South, and St. Louis Park has a throw in deep in South territory this time. Looking for the throw. Throws towards the goal line. Out again. No,
Park
South.
throwing. South throwing.
Way under 2 minutes now. Just did a short throw back for the long kick, but St. Louis Park's right there. I think both these teams, their defense are too strong for Leiva. See those. All the people are yelling hand, and the referee is tapping his chest. That's what he saw from his angle. South trying to kick it through, but the defender was right there. The ball moved it. It's just you got to get these good passes here to get going here.
Well, we're coming up on the 1 minute mark remaining in regulation. And for those of you curious what happens here at the end of regulation, if we continue to stay tied here, we will go into a 5-minute break and then 2 10-minute sudden death overtimes, or should I say golden goal overtimes. If a team scores in either of the overtimes, it will be a final score.
Okay, 30 seconds. Here comes a throw into the box area. Oh, and it gets
goal kick for.
Yeah, that's a.
Or is it throw? I'm
it's
sorry,
a throw in for South. I thought it went out deeper than that, but out on St. Louis Park again. Seconds to go. It looks like we're going overtime.
And to finish what I was saying, and if it's still tied at the end of 2 golden goal overtimes, then we go to a
3 seconds.
We're going to overtime.
0-0. This is, you know, boy, this is a tight game.
Yep.
Looks like you've got a call, but yeah, basically a tight game. We're going to take a break here. I think the teams will take like 5 minutes. They'll do a coin flip, and they will prepare for overtime. So we'll take a break at this time. Thank you very much.
We're back at St. Louis Park Stadium for overtime here in 6AA boys soccer quarterfinal between number 6 seed Minneapolis South and the St. Louis Park Orioles, the number 3 seed. This is two 10-minute overtimes, golden goal, which means if one team scores, the game is over. If not, at the end of both regulations, we will go to a shootout.
And St. Louis Park has the kickoff. The ball is set, ready to go. The referee's checking with his ARs, make sure they're ready to set the time and ready to go. He gave us the signal that he's going to start, and there we go. St. Louis Park kicks it back. The Dayfos with the ball in the back, crossing the field over, moving up. A little bit of urgency. South getting their hands on the ball. Both teams. South gets it. It's kind of double team there, but hey, they were able to maintain it. St. Louis Park's defense kicking it through. A header by South back into the St. Louis Park side. A long crossing ball that goes out. South picking up the ball here. First minute of play. Tell him to back up a little bit.
Yeah,
but
he's trying to cheat up about 5-8 yards.
So that's Urban taking the throw. Good long throw. Right between two of his teammates. Header goes backwards. Well, I thought St. Louis Park might have had a chance there as it came off the head of the South player. Oh, Dedefo moving in. Able to take the ball down the side.
Yep.
Pass it back. He wasn't able to get through. Good decision making. Back into the center of the field. Through ball pushed through, but South steps up and takes it. That's kind of the story of the game. Both trying to make passes that the defenders are able to step in front of.
Yep.
Ball across the goal line.
Goal kick. Oh no, it went out on the side, so throwing coming up.
St. Louis Park throw in. And the defense is on them. So there it is. South is taking it.
And they're forcing bad passes by the Orioles, and now they caused them to take a foul, which results in a free kick.
The foul was on Riley.
7 yards out. The distance isn't that great for a free kick. It's the deflection up in front that could cost them.
Goes out across the goal line. Corner kick. Okay, South with the corner. Okay, here's the kick.
Headed away by the Orioles.
Well, South tried to kick it back, but a defender was right there. That was Schubel defending. South trying to break through.
And they're blocking everything the Orioles are trying to clear out.
Boy, the South players are able to get by there. And shot and Phelan grabs it.
Finland's done a great job tonight.
A good bounce for St. Louis Park, but South just stepped right up and took it.
No, just too quick.
Those 50-50 battles is kind of what that was. South again puts their foot on it. The Defoe's trying to get it by, but he just kicks it out. South heads it back, so it'll be a goal kick.
4 minutes gone in this first 10 minutes. Golden goal overtime.
And here's the kick. Well, a low kick, but kicked it to basically South is kind of winning some of these battles to keep the ball. They're keeping it on St. Louis Park's end here. South heads it, good head to his own player, and
nice move on the defender.
a good run by St. Louis Park to get it down. But South gets it back. South out on South. St. Louis Park's throw. Substitution here. We got 3 substitutions coming in.
We were talking about that in the first half, that Park's multiple substitutions may have an effect on this game, and it didn't appear to have any effect with the regarding South's lack of substitutions.
Now it seemed like that second half, St. Louis Park did have an edge that helped, but yeah, you're right. It didn't make that much of a huge difference.
It was more of the system of play that in that second half that made Park a little more competitive.
Okay, Park maybe able to take it down the sideline. He's trying to go through a crowd where maybe he needs to go down the line a little bit more, but the defense holds the ball. Defense has it. St. Louis Park's right there. Oh, Defoe out on Defoe. Let's go. Oh, good head by Defoe to keep it in.
Yep, he was out of play, came back in and recovered in time to block that.
Now St. Louis Park. See, there South again stepped in front of the pass.
Good
head down.
But they had 3 to defend against the 1. And now there's a foul coming up. The Orioles advantage from about 34 yards out from goal. Here's another look at it right here.
Yeah, you could see some arm push inside of there. Okay, so taking the kick is Salma Zeta.
Either got to look for an upper 90 or a deflection out in front.
Kick it through, but the go right to the goalie.
Definitely not the upper 90.
No. A long kick. Look at this one. Way out there. South is trying to run it down. Looks like Defoe will probably kick it out.
Yep.
So throw in for South deep in St. Louis Park territory. That changed fast.
2.5 minutes left in the first overtime. Broken up by the Orioles.
Yeah, it seems like neither team can dribble the ball too far without a defender being on them.
Yep. That was a nice move to go around him, pass the ball off. Now a chance for a diagonal run here, and he's taken out. Foul called against South. No, he didn't call a foul. He's letting him throw it in. And
well, a shot, and the goalie was right there. Well, South is a bit of an opportunity, a one-on-one here. Trying to turn around, but then another player on him. Wanting a foul in the box, but no call.
Well, the referee's letting him play now because
Yeah.
it could have been easily a foul on the other end.
Yep. Turn and shoot, goes out.
Goal kick for the Orioles with 1:10 remaining in this first overtime.
Yeah, we need some urgency now. It'd be nice to finish this off, but South gets their head on it. And you know, there's no talking about this when the end of the period, they just switch sides, right?
Right, that's correct. They just switch and go.
Well, there could be a breakthrough.
Really needed to take that shot when he had the first opening go for the far post right there. He needed to take that shot. He wasn't that far out. Could have beaten the goalkeeper possibly to that upper right 90.
I think the fans were hoping for a PK back there, but oh, and here's well, the defense breaks on him quickly. Ball to the goalie. 1 second left.
There. All right, so we've reached the end of the first overtime, and as you said, they will just change sides. And if they're going to make any substitutions, they can make them from the side as they normally would. But that's it. Goalkeepers will go to the opposite ends, and we'll see what happens in this next 10. If we don't get a goal scored, we will go to a shootout.
Looks like there are some substitutions happening at this time. The referee's trying to push things along here. South does have the kick, so South does have their player number 10, Brian Liddell, out there setting the ball down on the circle. And the teams are pretty much ready to go, taking about a minute at a time here to get set. The referee's checking with his ARs that we're ready to go. Signals to start.
Yep. Didn't like something.
Stop the clock.
Nice through ball.
Opportunity. But
like you've said so many times here this evening, both teams' defenses are just awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to give up anything cheap.
Park had an opportunity there, but then there were 3 defenders on him just instantaneously, and he couldn't do anything. Okay, St. Louis Park throw. Come on, 1 minute down. They got 9 to go. I don't think either team wants to do a shootout. No team ever wants to do a shootout.
No, horrible way to win, horrible way to lose.
Yeah, out on South, St. Louis Park deep in South territory now.
Years ago, they used to play 5-minute overtimes until somebody won. Ooh, there was one of those ricochets.
Yep, kicks it out. It's out on South. St. Louis Park, another throw deep in South territory. He's into the box area. St. Louis Park kicks it. South another header. Lofting it high. The goalie just grabs that and Well, 2 minutes gone by. Boy, long kick, long kick.
Whoa, the
Whoa!
defender gets beat there, but fortunately for St. Louis Park, the other one covers up for him.
Yeah, Dedepo got in there and saved it from going out too and getting a corner kick.
Here comes that combination play I was talking about earlier that they needed to have, but now I think he may have played it. No, did a good job of saving it. I thought he played it too far out in front. There's a shot, but high and wide.
Yeah, high and wide.
7.5 minutes remaining in the second overtime.
Well, he kind of kicked it low. He usually kicks them quite high.
And long.
Yeah, so St. Louis Park may have got an opportunity off of that, but, well, South kicks it back out. Dedepo runs up there. Kind of got a little bit of space to look where he wants to go. Maybe play it through. They can keep it in. Yeah, they kept it in so they can cross it, but the defenders are just on them.
Yep. And again, playing that passing lane, so there is no good opportunity there.
Long kick.
Three-pointer, that should make it end of the game, right?
I don't think he got through the goalpost there. He was off to the side a little bit, but I don't know. I guess with frustration, you start kicking these long ones because you get in there and they're just you're swarmed on by the defense. Very swarming defense to shut you down. Yeah, South just had 2 substitutions. Number 20 Erickson, number 16 Grimm, back in the game.
2-on-1. Oh, nice defensive play. That came off of St. Louis Park. Referee blew the whistle, and is he calling a foul instead? Nope. Nope.
Oh, he called a foul on that?
Yep. I'd like to see what that was. I wonder if it was an unintentional handball that.
Okay, long kick, wait for the boxer. Shoot.
There's a shot right at the goalkeeper. Again, they needed that upper 90 shot to the far side in order to get it by him.
Yeah, center of goal is not going to, the goalie's there. Okay.
This ball headed by St. Louis Park off of South, and we've got to throw in halfway through the second overtime.
Shoot go into Creighton and foul there. South ball. Yeah, well, less than 5 minutes to play. We played 95 minutes so far.
Yep.
Coming with a nice long kick. St. Louis Park head, but they're battling.
Anytime they clear it out short, it's always picked up by Minneapolis South.
Well, they got an open player on the outside. I thought he'd go drive faster towards the goal line, but they're trying to push through, and they're just falling down like he's hurt there. But
Number 21, Grimm, returns to the game.
I don't know what he's signaling there. Oh, he signaled for a sub. I didn't see him at the line there.
oh, it went out.
Corner kick.
Corner kick.
Dangerous situation here this late in the game.
Well, tie game, you don't put everybody down there, but you want to do. Here it comes in the middle of the box. St. Louis Park gets the head to get it out.
Carries a long way out.
There's a foul on South. Okay, here it comes, long kick. South defense heads it back up. South is getting connecting some passes here. They're launching one over towards the goalie, but Phelan's there. South again controls.
Well, whoever wins this game, it's going to be a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it is. I mean, both goalies have made saves. Phelan's made some great saves, kept him in this game, and
Yep, and defense on both sides been fabulous.
but you're right, we haven't seen Brandell in the game, who's been a key defender, and there may be other players playing back. You know, so when you think of, you know, who's a key player that could have maybe impacted the game.
Yep.
Well, with 2 minutes left, they don't want to take too many chances here, but you want to make something happen. If you can avoid a shootout, you know, running it down, goes down, foul called.
Yep. And a yellow card.
So that's a yellow card on number 18, Jacob Stillman. Yeah, they're bringing trainers on.
Number 8, Halper is back in for the Orioles.
So with the yellow card, he has to go out. Number 8, Joshua Halper, back in the game for St. Louis Park. In a minute 43. I guess this is the time too where for your shootout, it's the players that are on the field, so they can't sub after this. I think that's the rule for high school league like MYSA, right? So
I don't believe so. I think I should be up on my rules here, but I didn't bring the section rule book, but I think you can use any of the players on your bench in high school.
Goal kick.
1:35 remaining in the second overtime. There's another look at it right here.
Phelan, make sure he just lets it go.
Oh.
Yeah, no mistakes now. We got a minute to go. We're in dangerous territory here. So
Yeah, every player's heart is probably beating fast right now as we reach the 1 minute mark remaining. 1 minute away from going into a shootout. Less than that, actually, 52 seconds.
Yeah,
So.
but it's a south throw deep in St. Louis Park territory. It was a deep throw. St. Louis Park gets their head on it. South's head. St. Louis Park kicks it out. St. Louis Park's got it with 38 seconds long, but the defense trying, you know, the defense gets their head on it, and they're getting it out of there. As they do these long shots, it just goes to the other team's defense. So
Yep.
it's
20 seconds.
This is it. They just need a killer throw, a killer shot, shoot. Yep. Yeah, cool.
Well, I think
Crossover.
the game's going to a shootout, and we're going into overtime.
And there it is, a long shot. I don't know if it was really a shot, but it's long. And there it is.
Yep. Boy, an incredibly good game. I mean, not a lot of excellent scoring chances, but lots of shots on goal, at least at the St. Louis Park defensive end. And I'm going to let you take it over here right now while I may have an update on a score.
Yeah, I'd say this has been one of those very defensive games where you have both teams with excellent defense, excellent job of keeping the ball out. just playing a great game. And now we're having a coin flip here to talk about, who's going to shoot first is what the coin flip will decide. Basically, from talking to Ira, the rules are different at different levels, but I think they can choose their 11 players to take the kicks, and the goalie is going to pick which net they're going to go for. And at this time they'll be setting up to see. There's the coin flip. So I see St. Louis Park and South are making decisions at this time. So yeah, we do have somebody out there trying to get fans to cheer here. And this is going to be a very tense time frame. So center referees telling his 2 assistant referees where he wants them, and the teams are getting ready to come out here to do this shootout process. So both goalies, they're taking the south goal. So both goalies are walking down there.
West goal.
I don't.
That was the west. That I believe was the west goal.
Oh, the west goal. Okay.
Not that it makes any difference. There's no sun right now. And
Yeah.
just, I don't know if you caught that update that Bloomington Kennedy lost to Southwest in a shootout, 1-0.
1-0.
The shootout was 4-3,
Right,
but the
okay.
official final score is 1-0.
Got it. So all the fans are moving down towards the goal for the shootout.
And so is our camera work.
Yep, here we go. So we'll count our scores on the screen, I believe, here.
And just to verify what I was saying as far as who can take shots, you can see that all the players are on the field. So all players are eligible to take the shots in the shootout in the high school league.
But you do 11 and then you'd start over, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Minneapolis South going to take the first shot. He's got the ball, sets it on the. So Joe Branca taking the first shot. Shoots and scores. So South has the first advantage, the first score. So St. Louis Park now is sending out number 10, Zinedine Croton. So in this, the goalie has to stand on the line until the ball is kicked.
Yep. He can move left and right, but he cannot come forward.
We have the goalie for South is a bit taller, I think, or it seems to be from my look. He's got his arms stretched wide.
See, Cooper, shoot it. I was just going to say, shoot it low.
And the South goalie did pick a direction and went the wrong way, but it is kind of the luck of which way you go. And
perfectly placed, just about a foot inside the post.
Score is 1-1.
This shooter is number
11.
Number 11.
So Philip Williams for South. Got the ball. Setting it down. Now he'll wait for the referee's whistle and take his shot. Phelan is kind of stretching and give him a little look, and there it goes, and he blocks it. For St. Louis Park, William Phelan saved the goal. So now St. Louis Park has an edge with one stop. Seems like the South goalie is talking to the center referee, but
he probably thought Phelan jumped early, but I don't believe so. He had his feet on the goal line until the ball was kicked, and guessed the right way or read his body language properly. Shooting now for the Orioles is
number 17, Randy Ailey. And he scores. And it was just like the last shot. Kicked the ball perfectly to the left, or to our left.
And low. That's key with a very tall goalkeeper.
Yeah, and he's kind of stretching out and doing whatever he can to, psych out the kicker. So number 25, Connor Garber for South, setting up for the kick. Goes, and again, a block by Phelan. So St. Louis Park has 2 blocks. They're on their way. Big advantage at this time, being up 2 with 2 blocks.
This would be big if they stop this one. Number 23.
Well, if St. Louis Park puts this one in.
This is Schubel.
So Schubel up. Or no, this is Shimada, number 22.
Shimada, I'm sorry. I thought it was a 23.
And he kicks it in. So after 3 kickers each, it's 3-1. So basically the goalie's taking the kick. And if this one is a miss, it's over.
That's correct. Cortez. Cortez scores.
So that makes it 3-2.
If the Orioles score on this one,
it's over.
Correct. Salamzadeh is.
So number 26, Thomas Salamzadeh, can be the
hero.
He puts this one in and everybody will come running and hug him, right?
That's correct.
I think that's how soccer seems to go. And up there they go.
St. Louis Park advances in the shootout as they score on all 4 of their shots.
And Phelan blocked 2.
Yep. There's another look at it, the winning goal. And the goalie leaning to his right, and he went back right down the middle to make it a 1-0 official score of the match. So St. Louis Park wins that one 1-0, and that puts them at Washburn at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. And they'll follow at Washburn the 1 o'clock girls game in the section semifinals. So successful night here for St. Louis Park, and both teams winning by a goal.
Yep, both teams winning by a goal.
And you take a look at it, and it's, like I said, a very tough way to lose, tough way to win, but obviously it's easier on the winning side.
Yep.
But again, yeah, the seniors are the ones that you have to have the most, sadness for, playing their hearts out. Every member of both teams that played their hearts out. Seniors, Keto, Rudolph, Bronca, Kangi, Medell, Diaz, Muhammad, Vore, Kyan Grimm, Hassan, Ahmed, and White. Again, lots of seniors on that squad, and they should not hang their heads. They got to be very proud of the performance. I mean, that was number 6 against number 3 seed, and they gave them a battle.
They definitely did. And these games, defense is huge in soccer, and they played a great defensive game.
Yes, they did. And as we said, both teams played from that tremendous defense. Goalkeeper came up big tonight was William Phelan with the 2 stops in the shootout. And unfortunately for Cortez, he was not able to stop any of the St. Louis Park shots, but they were well placed, and they had them leaning one way and they shot the other way.
Yep.
So that'll take care of it from here for tonight. St. Louis Park advancing to the semifinals of Region or Section 6 AA boys soccer, and they'll be at Washburn, as I said, at 3 o'clock. The girls at Washburn at 1 o'clock. So for Dale Tatarek, this is Ira Gerwitz saying thank you for watching this season, and keep watching Park TV 16. So long.